Hey, welcome to Revived Woman. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm Annette Presley. I'm a dietitian, functional nutritionist, data healer, author, yada, yada, yada. How many professionals have you seen with all the credentials? You spend tons of money and you still feel like crap. So if you want to know more about me, you can just read my about page. What I want to do here is really focus on why you're sick or why you don't feel good and what we need to understand in order to get better. So I became a dietitian in 1991. And in 2005, I discovered the advice I was giving out was actually causing chronic disease and obesity. And yikes, I was devastated and nearly quit nutrition entirely. But God told me, Annette, you're not going to quit. You're going to stay in and tell the truth. And so I did reluctantly because usually if you tell the truth, it doesn't go very well. But anyway, I did. In 2008, I had to defend my credentials for telling people to eat butter instead of margarine. And I really wish I was joking about that, but it's true. Butter got me in trouble. And I know most of you probably know that butter is better. But it ended up being a great experience because I got to see inside the healthcare system from a completely different view. And what I found was that they don't really care about the science. It's the politics. It's all politics. And politics don't really serve you. And so it really hit me what's happening. We go to the doctor, especially women, we feel like crap. They do our labs, they're normal. So we're told, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And it doesn't really matter what our symptoms are. It only matters what the labs are. So then we get dismissed with an antidepressant or birth control or a hysterectomy, and maybe they'll put us on a diet, and then we follow all this stuff and we still feel like crap. And then we get blamed because their crappy advice didn't work. I think we can do better. And I think women deserve better, is we deserve care that honors our mind and body. And so in order to really know how to heal, we do need to know what causes disease. So disease is actually caused by stress. Yeah, the stress we all ignore and act like, oh, it's just stress, no big deal. Well, no, it is a big deal. You're a raging forest fire, and if you don't do something, your house is going to burn down. That's how serious it is. So we have to deal with our stress, and the reason is because stress leads to mineral imbalance. And a mineral imbalance is what leads to our symptoms. And then stress also causes us to believe and feel things, with emotions, beliefs. And those things actually determine where symptoms show up in the body. So if your practitioner or whoever isn't addressing all three of those things, your stress, your mineral imbalance, and your emotions and beliefs, you're never going to get better. So I address all three of them. And what I do is I have my clients fill out a health questionnaire. And I know, again, right? How many of those have you filled out? And having to rehash it over and over and over again. I get it. But it is really important. So one last time, health history. But I also have them fill out a stress tracker. So basically we take you kind of age by age to see what your stressors were during that time and then what symptoms you had. And it's really interesting to see how those correlate. And then we do some theta healing work. Once we do the stress tracker and the health history, we can kind of get some ideas about what beliefs and emotions you might be holding on to that are causing you to keep disease in the body. I also do lab work. So I have you do labs that a lot of doctors don't do. And like ceruloplasmin is one of them. And you might be thinking, what the heck is ceruloplasmin? Well, it's a protein in our body that carries copper. And copper is what turns oxygen into energy in our mitochondria, and it harnesses iron. So if you think of a factory, you've got a product, and you know how factories are always blowing smoke, all that exhaust. So we're creating something good, but then on the other end, this bad stuff, this polluting stuff is coming out. And so oxygen is the product and it's good, But then we've got the iron causing all this pollution in the body. And so what copper does is it prevents that iron from kind of running amok in the body like a 4-year-old with a hammer. Instead, keeps it flowing in the blood where we want it, and not getting stuck in your tissues where it causes inflammation and oxidative damage. So that's what I do. And I've got packages from just the bare minimum to complete hand holding. So whatever you need, I've got it for you. And so what I really want you to do though right now is make sure you sign up for my freebie. It's 7 simple steps to stop feeling like crap so you can get your life and your libido back. That will put you on my mailing list. And so whenever I post anything or find information that's helpful, I'll put that in a newsletter or something like that. So you can just stay in touch. And if you want to schedule a free consultation, you can do that at therevivedwoman.com. And if you're like, I don't know if I want to meet you yet, right? You're still not sure. Just, if you have any questions, you can always email me, Annette@AnnettePresley.com. So I'm really happy to have a conversation with you, help give you some direction on where to go and how to get your life back. Because, let's face it, who wants to get up in the morning and have their day completely controlled by their medication and their doctor visits, right? I want you to be able to get up in the morning and do what you want to do and feel great. Not like my plant in the background that I keep forgetting to water. He's just droopy and lacks energy, is not a happy little camper. Right? We want you to feel great so that you can actually enjoy your life and feel like yourself again. So get my freebie, schedule a chat, send an email. I'd love to hear from you, and I am here for you. So have a great day.